Dan.
And I'm Austin.
And we are here to play games.
Badly.
That's right. Welcome to our newest entry in our main series, Xenosaga, Episode 1, Der Macht. This is Episode 1 of Monolith Soft's initial trilogy, the spiritual successor to Squaresoft's Xenogears by Tetsuya Takahashi. And we'll fire it up here in a second, but I am going to take a moment to talk about the dev history. But first of all, if this is your first time here, welcome. If you saw Xenosaga and clicked on it because of that, you have come to the right place. I enjoy these games despite being a bit of a critic of them at times, but they are enjoyable games. And yeah, we do also have a playlist. This is the first episode of it, but we've come here to watch the full playthrough. We'll have the playlist on the top right. Is that correct?
Yes.
Top
Which,
right.
if this is the first episode, there won't be a link.
Yeah.
For reference. But for all subsequent episodes, there will be a link in the top right-hand corner to the first episode and or full playlist.
Yep. But yeah, once again, welcome. And as you can see, Namco was the publisher of this game, and we'll stop this from looping here momentarily. But Monolith Soft, founded in 1999 after Takahashi and his wife and several other employees from Squaresoft left to form a new company. Basically, a lot of Takahashi's frustration came from the intended plan for Xenogears, which was a 6-episode series. And if you read or are familiar with Perfect Works, then you have seen some of that lore, and a lot of it's referenced in Xenogears as a game. But that whole plan was killed by Squaresoft. So Monolith Soft was formed, and the initial team for Xenosaga ranged from anywhere from 60 to 100 people, but it was funded initially by Namco, particularly Masaya Nakamura, who Takahashi spoke with and basically made a deal with to get his passion project going. Xenosaga was initially known in the year 2000 under the name Project X, and it was released in 2002 in Japan, 2003 in the US. And it was intended to be a 6-episode series, but it was later shortened to 3 parts. The scenario was co-written by Takahashi and his wife, Saga. And Der Macht is the first of 3 subtitles that are references to the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. In this case, The Will to Power, his posthumous notes collection from kind of his remaining works after his death. And it's roughly about the actualization of one's will onto oneself or one's surroundings, which is, the subtitles tend to have thematic significance. And I do have one other note, but we will see that momentarily as we get this started. And I think it is time to go.
Let's do it.
Go. I'm going to have to get used to it. This is one of those games where instead of A, it's B as the confirm.
Circle button.
Lake Turkana.
Digging up something.
Indeed. Archaeological dig site.
Looking for the Ark of the Covenant.
Concentrate on the northern cliff tomorrow. The ground there is hard, so be careful when you dig.
Yes, sir.
Doctor! Dr. Masuda!
What is it? Did you find something?
Yeah, we followed the corridor from the lakeside. It matches the location described in the research paper.
Good. Show us where it is.
They're looking for something important.
Mm-hmm.
What could it be?
It's different from the others.
I knew it!
Well, whatever it is, he knew it.
He knew it. That's right.
It's over there.
Interesting.
That shape looks an awful lot like the Contact.
This must be...
The Contact.
Xenogears. Zohar? Whatever. The golden cross thing.
Looks very familiar, doesn't it?
It does. I'm miscalling it what it is, but yes.
I knew what you were going for, yeah.
And Xenogears rises from the ashes.
Legally distinct Xenogears.
Yeah. TM, legally distinct Xenogears TM.
Exactly.
Listen, this is why you don't put weird things into other weird things without considering the ramifications first.
He's so amazed.
He looks angry.
He's so angry.
Angry boy.
Run away!
It's a little late to call run away after everything's done moving.
It's the perfect time.
That's not going to end well.
It's fine.
I really don't think it is. What could it be? That's huge.
Yeah, it's massive.
that light.
And it rains. Alright, well that was Xenosaga. No, just kidding. 4,000 years later.
I think I was thinking of the Zohar, but that still looks a little different from that.
It does. Right away, you'll recognize the name Shion Uzuki. Also, Yasunori Mitsuda of Xenogears, Chrono Trigger / Cross, and Final Fantasy fame is the composer for this game as well. Nothing peculiar. All serene.
Kunihiko Tanaka.
You'll note there is, on the front of this artifact, there is a character. It is the Jewish character Aleph from the Hebrew alphabet.
Commencing startup experiment. Open up an interconnection.
Roger.
Equivalent to
Opening
Alpha?
interconnection.
Yes.
Connecting with
Okay.
dummy protocol.
First
A-line
ladder.
protocol zone secured.
Opening cage partition.
60 seconds to release. Beginning
Is
countdown. 57.
an Omega
56, 55.
gold
54.
item?
53,
Perhaps.
52. 51.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? Had some feelings of nostalgia here. I remember being so excited at how futuristic this one was.
Yeah. Well, this was my first Xeno exposure, actually.
Yeah. And Xenogears is very much different. Don't touch the golden object!
It's a very different tone, for sure.
All monitors
Absolutely.
clear.
3, 2, 1. Partition open. Proceeding with Kos-mos body formation.
Kos-mos!
Body formation complete. Commencing Penfield mapping.
Kos-mos, Greek for order.
Proceeding with Encephalon construction.
Mapping percentage at 76, 77, 78.
Encephalon construction complete.
There's noise appearing in the temporal lobe.
What's the problem?
It's on the left side of the temporal lobe. I'm showing slight stimulation of the synapses in section 818. It's within permissible bounds, though. Do you want to abort?
No. Let's keep going. Just stick to the menu. I'll try for a direct approach. Back me up.
Roger. Launching Nataraja connection system.
So Encephalon is the system they're using, and it is roughly similar to the brain in vertebrates, meaning of the word encephalon. And so it's appropriate that they're mentioning that there is some sort of an issue in the temporal lobe, a section of the brain responsible for memory, language, emotions, senses.
Don't mind us, just FTL.
Ye shall be as
Password
gods.
accepted.
Her password.
Commencing Nataraja boot up sequence.
That has a lot more impact now that I've seen Xenogears.
Yep. It's huge.
That's interesting.
Nataraja is a depiction of the Hindu deity Shiva as the lord of the dance. That's the system they are using for this.
Oh. Do they have alley dance?
That's a good question.
Alan, there seems to be a problem with the visual field connection.
Ah, I see a small break in the MT field, route K12. It looks like the bi-directional link in the V4 field is lagged too. Hold on a minute. I'll fix it now. How is it now, Chief?
Okay. Looks good. Let's keep going.
Where are we?
Roger. Proceeding with Kos-mos host
Earth.
separation.
We're gonna save the whales.
Makes sense.
We're gonna save the universe by saving the whales.
Of course. Kos-mos.
Morning, Kos-mos. How do you feel?
Good morning, Shion. All systems are normal.
Well, how about introducing yourself?
I am an anti-gnosis humanoid fighting system, serial number 0000000001. Development name KPX, abbreviated name Kos-mos. As I am currently configured for simulated battle, my output is limited to 22% of its normal capacity. My estimated weapons specifications are...
All right, that's good enough. Thanks.
You are welcome.
All I have for you today are the usual startup tests. Sorry to wake you up just for that. You'll have to go back to sleep once everything's checked out.
I see.
Do you feel sad or anything?
A predetermined set of emotions has been hard-coded into my emotion module to better facilitate interactions with humans. In order to better facilitate a relationship with you, Chief Engineer Shion Uzuki of the Kos-mos Project, Vector Industries' first R&D division, I will emit an expression such as sadness only when that response is deemed necessary. However, the emotion module of my program has determined that this is not necessary at this time.
I guess you're right. I, of all people, should know that.
Your understanding is appreciated.
There's some interesting...
But you know, Kos-mos,
Techno-babble?
mixed feelings about all this.
quality of sound.
Mm-hmm.
And
Of course, I'm happy that you're awake. But the fact that you'll go back to sleep makes me a bit sad.
nostalgia, as you
On
say.
the other hand, the next time you wake up, it may be a time of much bloodshed. So deep down inside, I hope that day never comes. Understand?
The algorithms I have been programmed with do not support the comprehension of illogical human thought.
Well, I hope you'll be able to understand someday.
I will do my best.
All right, Kos-mos, shall we get started? Alan, let's pick up from process 277 where we last left off.
Roger. Placing target drones in the Encephalon. The drones are set to random movement and enemy ambush. How about a test run before the mission, Chief?
Sure, let's do that. Did you get that, Kos-mos?
Affirmative.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
Yep. Virtual tutorial!
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
All right.
During quests, you'll trigger a battle when you come in contact with an enemy. Here you'll need to talk to Kos-mos. Select from the menu, then approach the soldier to start the battle. Yeah. So anybody who's not familiar with Xenosaga as a whole, Episode 1 is real cutscene heavy.
Yeah.
So, fair warning going into this, but don't worry, there's lots of stuff for us to break down. If you watch our Xenogears and liked hearing us discuss stuff, there'd be plenty of that.
Yeah, more of that to come. For now, we are going to do some basic combat. One thing I wanted to mention from the previous cutscene, I do find it very amusing that Kos-mos here is KPX is her designation, and then her abbreviated name is Kos-mos, which is longer.
Right.
Yes. It's kind of funny. But Kos-mos, as a name, as a designation for her, is actually a recursive acronym, and it's the only one I know of from any media I've dealt with. There might be others, so leave a comment if you know of others like this, but Kos-mos stands for Kos-mos Obey Strategic Multiple Operation System. So the name is in the acronym, which makes it recursive. So, little piece of fun fact for you there.
That's silly.
Yeah, it is silly. All right, target input complete.
It's your PIN number.
Now we'll do normal attack. What? Battle program has been set. Entering battle mode. All right.
Please approach the target.
So we're gonna do a little bit of combat here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she has that giant machine.
Mm-hmm.
The leftmost character in the group turn window, G.W., at the bottom right corner of the screen will get to go first. The character next to the leftmost character will follow thereafter.
And they are referring to the bottom right there, where you can see Shion's icon, then Kos-mos' icon.
The order is reshuffled once the character icons disappear from the GTW. Characters that are not displayed on the GTW cannot make a move until the character order is rearranged. Press left right on the directional button to select the target. Press square or triangle to perform a normal attack. There are 3 types of enemies. BMG. During the target selection, they are marked as BMG.
I think it goes into this, but those are biological, mechanical, and gnosis. Gnosis was mentioned in Kos-mos' description of herself, the anti-gnosis weapon. More on that to come very soon.
Very soon. 2 AP is used for each normal attack. Since you are given 4 AP each turn, you can perform up to 2 normal attacks.
And you can see that on Shion's display up in the top left there. You can see 4 AP out of 6 are currently available.
All right.
Gotta let
Punch him in the jeans.
Gotta let it think here. Okay, interesting. All right, so
Let it cook, yo.
I'm go ahead. I'm gonna do spin kick because it's fun.
I'm immediately seeing how it carries over from Xenogears mechanically. Again, because Xenosaga was my first intro to the Xeno series, it never even occurred to me that this was a recurring fighting mechanic.
Yep, it's very similar. It's got a lot of differences from Xenogears' battle system, but it's pretty similar in some basic sense.
Sure. As a basic rule, square is a physical type attack, while triangle is an ether type attack. Descriptions of ether type attacks are displayed in red.
All right, and then we got Kos-mos here. We'll go ahead and do similar combo. Because Needle's awesome.
My external appearance is down 5%. Shion, I need to be clean.
I'm a little dirty, Shion. Fix it.
Yep. Yeah, you'll get real sick of hearing that particular battle taunt by the end of this, but we did get a couple of points here. We'll go into those here momentarily.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, Chief. Almost forgot to mention about the body flashing phenomenon. After a battle, you'll flash for a few seconds. During this time, you won't trigger a new battle, even if you come in contact with the enemy. Remember this, okay?
Okay.
It's funny how that works in real life, too.
Yeah.
Changing targets.
Tech attacks.
The battle program has been set. Entering battle mode. Please approach the target.
Go, go, go.
Target locked on. Commencing combat mode.
Time for tech attacks. 6 AP are required to perform a tech attack. If you only attack once and use X to end the turn, 2 AP are carried over to the next turn. Guarding is another effective method. Because you are given 4 AP each turn, they are added to the 2 carried over for a total of 6 AP. 6 app.
6 app.
6 apps.
So if you want to guard, you need to press the X button to go to the menu. It's right there. The menu has a few other options like ether, items, move, eggs, and we'll go over all those in due time. I think move is particularly interesting. This is a bit of a grid, but I have a better way of showing you guys that. For now, we're just gonna punch and then end.
That didn't say eggs. If you only attack once and use X to end the turn, 2 AP are carried over to the next turn. Guarding is another effective method. Thank you for repeating the same information.
Yup. Firecracker.
Really appreciate that super handholdy tutorial there.
Mm-hmm.
Defeat this enemy using Aether.
God's sake. Okay, yeah, Kos-mos. We have mass 6 AP, so we can do an attack. That's what that dialogue that I skipped said. So we have 3 options for tech attacks with Kos-mos. Kos-mos is special, and then she has a weapon that we can trigger right away if we have 6 AP, the FG shot. We can also do a standard tech attack, which most every other character can use, something like square, square, circle, triangle, triangle, circle.
Okay. Warning, the sub-weapon attack performed by pressing circle can only be used as a set number of times per battle. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Check to see if it can be used by looking at the panel to the right of the button display. The contents are ammo, EP, consumed, required AP.
Yep.
Okay, I see. So 12 ammo, 0 EP consumed, requires 6 AP. Alright.
Correct.
The attack can only be used when all requirements are met.
Yep. So just to give you an example here, we're going to go ahead and use FG shot. And this uses 1 ammo.
Pretty sure that uses more than 1 ammo.
Yeah, alright.
Lightning Blast or Spell Ray.
And we're going to go ahead and throw a Spell Ray because I like it. Triangle, triangle, square, or circle.
Was that Greek lettering?
Yep. I'm not sure what that one actually says, but it is Greek lettering.
Great. I've collected some good data.
All right, couple more points here. Actually gonna see if we can get the name of her weapon. Let's see. Yeah, the A.G.W.S is her weapon. Special weapon manufactured by Vector. Shion, I believe, wields the A.G.W.S for the entire game, but can modify it, which is kind of cool. Then Kos-mos, her weapon is the FG shot, and then bullets, basically. But most of her attacks don't really use it. She basically equips a sub-weapon as her weapon. So it is interesting to note how these characters already function differently. All right, let's do our last tutorial here. Submenus.
Submenus.
Okay.
Orders, Shion?
Submenu. When you press X without doing anything else, the submenu will appear.
Apologies, I was trying to see if I could figure out what the Greek word was.
Oh, yeah, no problem. If you find that, let me know. I did not actually think to look that one up beforehand. Oh yeah, okay, so this is cool because you get to see how many AP are consumed by each of the options. So ethers are basically your attacks. If you played Xenogears, think of chi, ether, all those options. Magic, basically, is what this is. And your ether points are consumed when you use ether in general. Items, 3 AP, pretty self-explanatory if you've used or if you played a turn-based RPG or most any RPG. If the intended item has a W next to it, the item can be used as a W item, which I believe, yeah. And triangle to select. 6 AP required to use a W item. Effect on the entire group. Yeah, so it's handy if you've got a 3-person party, which is the maximum in this game, and you want to use 2, I don't remember the name of them in this game, but 2 potions, you can heal the whole group, which is nice. Move, 2 AP consumed. This will change you. Battle is on a 2x3 grid, so there are 6 possible positions for every character to stand on. Obviously, 2 characters can't stand on the same square. It will change the way they can attack, how much damage they do, how much damage they take. So the back row, they take less damage, but unless they are a ranged character, they're going to do less damage. A.G.W.S or A.G.W.S. Enter the assign A.G.W.S. Characters who are not assigned cannot use this command. We'll go into what that is later. Think of smaller gears if you played Xenogears. And then guard for 2 AP. You take less damage, and you will accumulate AP. There are no escape commands. You cannot run away. You can use an item called an escape pack, or Shion's Ether Goodbye to escape from a battle. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and demonstrate some Ether. We don't really need healing right now.
Open ether circuit.
But we'll go ahead and cast them.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I guess people didn't care enough to look that up. Maybe it just says spell ray.
Good. Boost gauge rises whenever a normal or tech attack successfully hits. This gauge fills all the way. The boost counter goes up by 1. Because it is difficult to raise the count in this battle, we will set the boost counter at 2. In order to use boost, the character must have at least 1 boost count and must not be displayed in the GTW in the lower right corner. Boostable characters are displayed when you press either the R1 button or the R2 button. Characters without boost will not be displayed. And you can see that down there, and I'll bring it back up. Displayed characters will be assigned your top 3 buttons, starting from the left, and you can boost them by pressing the corresponding button. And they will go pretty much immediately after the current turn. Possible to boost during the enemy's attacks by pressing the same buttons. So
Okay, so
go ahead.
you're like inserting yourself in the initiative.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead
Okay.
and demonstrate by boosting Shion. You can see on the right, Kos-mos and an enemy. So now Shion has been boosted, and I am going to go ahead and demonstrate her ether as well. Mode A7.
La Serutou Ettal.
All right, event slot. Small slot to the left with the GTW changes in the following order. That's blank, critical up, I don't remember what that one is, and then more reward. Event slot.
This one, right here. This is the event slot.
It stays up there for an uncomfortable amount of time. Anyway. Yeah, ups rate of critical hits. There's during the enemy's turn. They are affected by it as well. Boost gauge rate up. You can raise the boost gauge more easily. Special points. These are points you gain after a battle. What are special points? I just said that.
They can be earned by defeating enemies. By utilizing special points, players can increase and evolve the character's abilities beyond their normal level ups.
That's right.
Skill points.
Mm-hmm.
Use the points to evolve ether spells or transfer spells to other characters.
Very useful, ether points.
Oh yeah, skill points. Draw out skills from accessories.
Yep. Tech points.
Tech points. Change the character's basic parameters. Want her to be super fast.
Yeah.
For no reason.
For no reason.
No, just put more points in strength. It's fine.
Just a little more strength.
Just a little more strength.
All right, let's go ahead. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah, one of Kos-mos' problems in this game is her speed is a little bit low. That is something we can take care of, though. And we'll go ahead and use Shion's other deck attack, Lightning Blast. And you'll notice I didn't use just physical attacks to trigger that, and I'll show you why I'm able to do that here in a minute.
Charging our blade.
Victory.
Booyah.
Clear.
All right. And we'll go ahead and enter a normal battle next.
That sound that occurs.
Yep.
Yeah, like the. Oh, it's a crinkly sound almost.
Mm-hmm.
It makes my ears feel funny. Like. I'm not a big ASMR guy, but there's something about that.
Yeah, it's
That's kind of got that same, like, ooh, that's kind of satisfying sound.
Yeah, it's interesting. I really like the sound design in this game, honestly. Like, it's pretty cool. I do have a couple of issues with some of the music / sound design, but for the most part, I really like it.
You want to move on to real combat? All right, then. I'll transport you to your original location after the battle is over. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I was born ready, or something.
You were going to simulate combat, so we're doing the tutorial to simulate combat so that we can simulate combat.
Yo, dog.
Or something.
Look at the big walls.
Mm-hmm. There's some... I've been trying to pinpoint what it is about this game that's kind of like... actual battle.
Actual battle.
I'll get on to that in a second. From now on, the enemies will attack. Keep your eye on the attack order to avoid taking unnecessary damage. Defeat the enemy on the right first, as it can attack everyone at once. Because the enemy in the middle has high HP, it is a good idea to defeat it using tech attacks. The enemies are separated into 3 types. Some attacks are effective against certain types, so study the description of each attack. The following icons appear in the GTW. B is for Biotype, M is for Mech, G is for Gnosis. For Gnosis.
Gnosis. All right.
Gnosis.
We're going to take their advice, and we're going to toss a couple of regular attacks at this guy and get rid of him.
Anyway, I was trying to figure out what it is about this specific like art and modeling that seemed so familiar outside of just this game.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly enough, the like weird slow motion distortion scene when she was preparing for battle, like adjusting into her battle stance or whatever, is what solidified what it reminded me of. And ironically, it's Kingdom Hearts.
Interesting. Okay.
Not completely. Like, it's not just Kingdom Hearts, but it is the same era. Because Kingdom Hearts 1 came out in the same, like, time frame, not the same year or anything, the same era as Xenosaga 1 did.
Yeah, PS2.
And so
era.
I think they used some of the same
All systems clear.
technical aspects of it. So in this case, it's like that weird, like, shifting of the camera.
Yeah.
So they're like, it's weird slow motion adjustment, but you still have like an after image and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think that is what it made me think of. But additionally,
All processes
Sonic
to
Adventure
300
2.
cleared.
Chief, the data transfer is going smoothly. The A-line protocol is looking good.
It sure is. The response levels are really good.
If we can maintain these levels, we'll have some great results soon.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Chief?
Hey, Alan. Let's skip all 300 level processes and start from 400.
Huh? 400? Chief, but that's...
I feel pretty confident this time.
But, Chief... Remember what happened last time? Had we waited 10 more seconds to intervene, we wouldn't have been able to get you back at all. Can't we at least test it out in objective mode?
You know we can't get precise data that way. I'll be fine.
But
If
it's
something
objective,
happens,
not
I'll get
subjective.
myself out. Besides, you want to test it out as well, don't you? We spent all night building the native A-line protocol.
Well, yeah, but...
That
Oh,
settles
Alan.
it. Let's get started.
All right, then. But if anything happens, I'm gonna shut it down from here. So don't press your luck.
All right, all right.
And don't deviate from the program.
Okay, Mom.
Jeez, this is so typical of her. Will she ever stop to think about the hell I go through for her?
You know, sir, the way you worry about Chief Uzuki all the time, I'm surprised you haven't keeled over already.
Hey, that's enough. Is the 400 level program ready to go?
We're ready to go anytime.
Then start up the program. I want detailed reports from every monitoring station. Any abnormalities, and I'm shutting down immediately.
He just faints. Oh, I guess there was an abnormality.
Yep, pretty much.
Kos-mos. I'll explain a bit about this place. This place is an imaginary space constructed with the network. It's modeled off of some ruins from early 2000 AD. Your mission is to fight the main target within the dilapidated building. The target is marked with the red vector box. Gotta love those, like, mid-sentence cutoffs. There are objects in here that can be detonated. Some are effective if you get them off the near the enemy. Use them to your advantage.
Set them off near the enemy. Yep.
That's right. Now then, let's start the mission.
Understood.
Yes, understood. Alright then, let's start the mission.
Okay. I had to check some minor issues there, but that's all taken care of. So, we're gonna start this up.
It's the yellow.
It is the yellow, yes. One thing I found interesting, and I'm just gonna run down here. Come here. Come here.
Their depth of field in this game is very interesting.
How so?
Well, like, there's a lot of things that are kind of blurry outside of, like, I don't know, a 5-meter radius. Aha, you got stuck. So angry. You get that beetle.
Let's see if I can lure him over here. Nope, that did it. Look at that.
Sparky.
Alright, so that's a destroyable object. You can cause some things to happen. They are slowed because of the spark effect here. And we're gonna just...
Whack.
No.
S salt.
Ow. You fool!
Oh no! Ooh.
Grenade!
Oh, that was 19 and 12
Yes.
damage separately.
Yes.
It looked like you took
1920.
almost 2,000 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was talking about in the tutorial. He can hit everybody, so...
Well, right, but I thought it just did like 2,000 to everybody. I was like, good gracious.
Yep. We die, and that's the end of the game. Wah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
that was cool.
Kos-mos' call out when she uses Mode A7 has been a bit of a mystery to fans of these games, including myself. I could not tell you what essentially this means, but what she's saying is La Serutou Ettal, which is the official wording of it from like their guide. So it probably has some reference to ether using Ettal, and there are a couple of theories about what it is that I find to be interesting, but yeah, that's essentially what it is, and we triggered it earlier in the ether menu tutorial.
Yeah. I was doing some looking up with this phrase specifically because we were, you were busy and I had a minute. And like you said, there's really no agreement as to, wow, that car is just gone.
It exploded.
It did. Why did that? You know what? That's fine. I don't know. That door should have exploded as big as it did.
It's a very explosive door. Okay.
It is. But anyway, there's a lot of assumptions about what it could be, including things like, because the La Serutou Ettal is the katakana specifically, like that's its English translation. Oh, also, if there are two or more objects, you can select from, use the L1 and R1 buttons, choose and shoot. Okay. Blast him. So anyway, I started blasting.
That's right.
Get out of my way, or else...
And the things that I have found consistently, which granted is not much, that's a very low bar. We're talking like 2 to 5 people agree it might be this kind of thing. Is that it might be akin, even if it's not exactly this, it's very close to a Latin phrase, which is Laus Saluto Ita, which roughly translates to prayer for power, which does kind of line up with how the German of episode 1 is will to power, right? So, or is that right? Will to power?
Yes,
something like that.
The will to power.
So it does kind of tie in that way. The other assumption is that maybe it's roughly translated as like summon spell ether, which again, as you pointed out, has something to do with ether, which ties into what they are doing here.
Yeah. I mean, there are numerous references to ether with the varying characters. So you've heard Shion's call out of open ether circuit. A lot of them will refer to ether, and when they're talking about powers, they refer to it as ether in this game. So it only makes sense if ether is being referred to in whatever Kos-mos' call out is. It also strikes me as something like a change of some sort of ancient phrase into whatever it is in this far future setting. So maybe Ettal, but they, it's hard to say really. Got any explodies over here? Nope, we're just gonna fight.
Target locked on.
Boring, let's fight.
Combat.
Alright.
That weapon is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
How does she wield that thing? It looks like it would weigh 150 pounds, and she looks like she might weigh 30. You know, like...
It's a
I'm
very
being
advanced piece
exaggerative.
of technology.
Yeah, I mean, clearly I'm being exaggerative here, but like, it's just... I feel like if she was holding it, she would just fall over, like teetering over. Especially because it seems to have multiple components. It's almost like a Swiss Army fist.
Yep. It's pretty cool. Actually, I'll go over some of the abilities of our characters here in just a second. I'm gonna use Spell Ray again on this guy. I love Spell Ray.
Great. I collected some good data.
Great.
Excellent.
Most
Good day. Ooh,
excellent.
level 2!
Level up.
Item acquired. Medkit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright, so we're gonna take a look here. So, Shion, we've got equipment and stuff. Tech points. So, tech points, you can see we can raise strength with, let's see. What does that require? I can't tell how many tech points that requires. It might be 30 tech points. But basically, we can raise base stats using tech points. I am going to hold off on this for now because, one, it doesn't really matter at the moment. And two, we're going to use a little strategy on this. But that's what tech points are for. They are for boosting your base stats beyond what you would normally get with levels. And of course, Kos-mos has this ability as well. Okay, yeah.
Honestly, the way those stats look, they make me think of 8's junctioning.
Final Fantasy VIII's junctioning? Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so skills we haven't really messed with yet. I don't think we have anything that we can extract skills from, but basically, with armor, you can extract specific skills from that armor and then equip them on characters. Ether points. Let's see, I think... Okay, you can evolve. So using 40 ether points, you can... I believe you need to use 40 to evolve it, and then half of the ether points you can transfer. So with 20 ether points, I could teach Kos-mos Medica, for example.
Oh, that's handy.
Yep. And I think if we go into... Yeah, we can't even go into it, but the little grid you see over there... that will allow us to evolve new skills. That's what evolve means, is obtain new ether skills.
Is that the only way you get, like, new spells, essentially? Is evolving?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Set. Oh, yeah. You can set specific spells on your characters, so if you don't want to use certain ones, like, for example, if you get a better version of Medica, and you don't want Medica on your menu anymore, you just uncheck it. I think, yeah, it does depend on that. So there is a WT up there. You can only set so many skills on a character. So I think with their built-in skills, you don't really reach that. But if you're transferring skills like crazy, you'll probably need to mess with that and only use certain sets of skills.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a handful of skills that are really handy to transfer to certain others.
Indeed. So tech points will allow you to improve attacks. We only have 31 tech points at the moment. But basically we can improve the tech, which I believe improves the damage. We can change the speed from low to high and recover faster after using a tech attack. So we haven't seen this much yet, but there is a recovery time when you use a tech attack. And so upgrading that will make it less. Now, low and high speed. We don't have anything that can be set in the high speed slots right now. But what these mean is, instead of using square, and then circle, you could use square and circle if I were to upgrade Lightning Blast to a high speed skill. And then you can use it for only 4 AP instead of 6.
Huh.
And as you can tell, like, there's near and far as well. So Lightning Blast is Shion's only short-range skill, and Spell Ray is her only long-range. And Triangle is far. All of the others involve Square, which is a short-range attack, so they're near. So if I upgraded Spell Ray, I can only put it in this slot, technically, because this one is a near attack. That one is a far or a line attack, a beam attack.
And you'll acquire other near and far attacks, right?
100%, yeah. Yeah, this is not the extent of our character's skills. They will gain several more tech attacks as we go. And leveling helps. There's quite a few things that help, really, with getting all that.
And the icon next to Shion's, like, in between her picture and the HPEP, that little, like...
Oh, yeah.
Rhombus, I guess. Is that just indicating that she's the party leader at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I can change that at the moment. If I can, I don't know how. Let's see. Let's look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So, Kos-mos cannot be used on screen right now, but technically I could press square to set the lead character. In this scenario, it's impossible to do that. Shion has to remain the lead character right now.
Okay, and so setting the lead character really is just determining which character model you're looking at while you're running around on the main...
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have different ways of, like, destroying obstacles, and all that fun stuff. So, it comes down to your preference, really. So the battle formation, for example, if I wanted to put Shion in the back, I could do that. There are attacks that knock you back a row. So if you put somebody behind, Kos-mos now is immune to being knocked back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of handy.
Can't occupy the same space.
Yep, you cannot. You can replace, but that's impossible to do right now because we do not have reserve characters.
Right.
UMN, Unus Mundus Network, we're going to get into that later. There's no need to deal with that right now, but trust me, it's coming very soon. And then
Unus Mundus.
And we do have some items now, so we got some med kits and stuff that we picked up, and we're going to make sure we pick up everything here before we leave. I wanted to... Oh yeah, it's not skills. Haven't played this game in a while. Alright, so we're going to use Medica on her and get her back to full health. And Kos-mos has more health, so she's in good shape. Alright, and I think all we really need to do here is make sure we get everything, and we gotta make our way to the boss of this area, and that should essentially allow us to complete this first area, but as you can tell, this game is front-loaded with a lot of technical stuff when it comes to the battle systems, the gameplay, and details of the world, which... You know, for people that like to nerd out like me, it's very, very fun. Is there an explodey thing around here somewhere? No. Alright, let's fight.
Get him.
Boring, let's fight.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
Oh, it's a good idea. But I'm just gonna get rid of him.
Great choice.
I thought so.
Here to help.
Energy bullets!
You think the E and B stand for energy bullet as well? So it's like energy bullet, energy B, bullet?
What?
The attack it did was energy bullet, E over B, or like E/B or whatever.
Oh.
So I was wondering if the E/B also stood for energy bullet, just to be redundant.
The School of Redundancy School. You know, honestly, I've seen the attacks in this game so many times that I don't even think about it anymore. Just like, oh yeah, it's just a thing.
Ah, here it is. This should be the room. Let's see. To open this door, I just blasted. I mean, you need to insert the mission... Or, that's Alan. You need to insert the mission key to the card slot on the right.
Okay, here we go. Alright, so we'll go up these stairs. This is a pretty linear area, really. I do find, like... So it's interesting. There are a couple of quirks you'll begin to notice about this game as we play through it. One of them is there's not a lot of music. that plays on like in various areas as you're running around.
Yeah, it seems very ambient. Huh. I didn't think that was going to work for a second.
Shion,
All right.
Critical up.
Crunched.
You did a critic.
I did a critic.
Critic.
Ah!
Ah!
What you shooting at me for, you fool?
You got a guard.
Let's see. Have we done... I think we've done this one before, but I'm feeling some R cannon.
That pistol. I think it's funny that she has a pistol when her arm transforms into a gun.
clear.
Yeah. She has a pistol, a minigun, a freaking blade.
Well, yeah, but like the minigun, like she like materializes, right? And the blade again, her arm transforms.
Give me that key card, you fools!
Just break the glass. It's
I
fine.
can't do it. Let's see. Make sure I get everything here. Hey, a save point. Uh-oh.
A memory cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello there.
Wom. Well then.
All right. And for another tutorial,
Do you think this is a good idea?
A.G.W.S.
Eggs. In this battle, it's possible to pilot an eggs by selecting A.G.W.S in the submenu.
Yeah, they pronounce it eggs unit, kind of like if you're saying eggs, but it's like egg. Eggs.
Yeah, I know. I'm intentionally mispronouncing
The
it.
eggs unit. We're gonna throw eggs at your... Anyway.
Yep. You've been egged. First, select eggs from the menu. The eggs was... Next, use the right and left directional button to select its position and press buttons to call it. Your turn is over after it's called. Get in your gear.
All right, so now we're in a eggs unit with Shion. Kos-mos does not have one available.
So the real question is, does Kos-mos really need it?
That's a good question.
Now Serutou Ettal.
Boosty boost.
Use the boost. We'll guard with her for now, because I will go with the eggs unit here. Okay, a little bit different.
You got your Sud and your Slug.
Yup.
The eggs attack with square and triangle. Consumed AP vary with different weapons. Furthermore, the sub menu will change slightly. W Act. This is available when the same weapons are equipped on both arms. 6 AP is required.
Yeah, so if you got two swords, you can use W Act to hit with both of them. Same with two guns.
Item. This cannot be used when piloting an eggs. You can move. This changes your position. Changing position can alter the amount of damage received and may limit your attack. Eggs. This will make you exit your eggs. Your turn ends after you exit the eggs.
Have you noticed the little arrow next to eggs when you're in one has a downward arrow? It's an upward when you are selecting it while you're on foot.
This reduces the amount of damage received because it's a guard button.
Yup. Good way to accumulate AP.
Warning, you will not be able to recover during the battle if the egg's HP reaches 0.
And you'll notice Shion's HP is reading at 360 now, significantly higher, but not enormously higher than her on-foot HP. It's about 3 times, I believe. So, we are going to go ahead. We're going to attack with a sword.
Use the sword to get through.
Okay, and then Kos-mos still boosted here. I am going to guard with her one more time.
Defense.
And again, apparently. Come on now. Okay, and we'll attack with the SMG as well.
Nice.
All right, and...
It'll use one bullet.
You tell me if Kos-mos needs an eggs.
All systems clear.
Probably. Because what would be better than a robot is a robot with another robot it can pilot.
Piloting a robot piloting a robot.
Mm-hmm. A robot piloting a robot piloting a robot?
Yeah.
There's a smaller robot inside
Status
Kos-mos.
check.
I don't see anything unusual. All systems are stable. It's looking good. This ought to make up for last month.
I sure hope so.
Kos-mos has reached the checkpoint. Entering process 431.
Replacing targets with Type G drones. Commencing display.
Type G, Gnosis.
It's the Gnosis. Chief, I've changed the settings on the target drones. The next target is keyed to sound, so it only responds if you make a loud noise. You can move quietly if you hold down the R2 button while moving. Alan, what's an R2 button? Also, that thing behind you is a save point. If you press the O button there, what are you talking about? You can save your progress. Make good use of it.
You ever think about if
Alan,
somebody just started talking to you like this and they were being really sincere?
Alan, do you need medicine? Are you okay?
Alan's having some troubles.
Wah. Gotta format your memory card.
I gotta format my memory. All right, here we go.
Show.
The ink
simulator.
Simulator, exactly. All right, so we're gonna go back because I believe I didn't go a specific direction before. So let's take care of that.
Yeah, there was a door. There was a door you ignored for show.
Down here. Or was it before the ladder?
No, yeah, go down. Yeah, down there.
Do
enemies reappear?
I like ladders. Well, there are different enemies now.
If you go down from there, past the box.
Yeah,
There you go.
we need to investigate this area. Blast it.
To get another box.
Revive.
With some more pills.
I like my pills. Okay, so... Yeah, revive. Yeah, I wonder what that does. Yeah. And then, yeah, we got some med kits and everything. There's not a lot in here. We do want to make sure we get the revive and the ether pack, but for the most part, it's just picking up med kits. There are like 4 med kit S's and 1 regular med kit. I would like to get on the other side of that because there's a red door down there, which is kind of interesting.
So I would imagine if you go through the door where the save point is, I think there's an opening on the catwalk.
Yeah.
And a ladder there, so I don't know if you can go down the ladder or not and then get to it that way.
Okay, yeah, you can't use close range attacks on airborne enemies. So we have to use Firecracker, Cherry Bomb, and Kos-mos' Blaster primarily in this situation. Blast him!
Okay, let's go on.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, we can't get in there yet. I want the shiny,
Right.
though.
Do 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 do. Oh, you gotta go the other side. Okay, got it.
Yep. So I think we gotta go up here, go around. Get out of here. Alright.
Screw that box in particular. Yeah, so you can either go out that door or you can go down here.
Go down the ladder. This will take us back outside here, which is good.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. There should be a... Ah!
Enemy.
A sneaky enemy.
Are go.
Okay, not airborne here. Ow.
The Gnosis are an interesting problem.
Yes, yes they are.
Okay, so full disclosure for our viewers, because I know I said this is my first intro into the Xeno series. I never fully finished Xenosaga. Not for lack of trying, I just, there was always something that came up. And then I'd forget about it, and then by the time I came back, it was like having to start all over again. I did that like 7 times, so just never got around to it. So I don't know if there's any revelation on like what the Gnosis are in this game.
Explanation of what the Gnosis are?
Yeah.
Yeah, understood.
Outside of just like an alien force, you know. But they look a little bit like what the humans are transforming into in the Xenogears.
Oh, the Wells Reapers or the Sufals?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ow.
That was a lot of damage.
Shouldn't have any boost. Let's go ahead and use an item. I really don't like her.
Which isn't to say that that's what they are, but that's what they make me think of.
Yeah, they look kind of similar. There. Good grief. Stop it.
That attack looks really painful.
Yeah, it does. Man, it's just blasting. Shall we?
Blast him!
Get out of here.
Who would have thought one of Miyuki's inventions would come in handy?
Alright, so I was waiting for that into battle, and, you know, it's... Oh, hey, here we go.
Chief, items aren't the only things that are inside containers. Thanks, bud.
So, Shion's weapon, the A.G.W.S, I believe it was called. Yeah, I'm confident, but we'll pull it up. So, the A.G.W.S here, Shion was just talking about, you know, who would have thought one of Miyuki's inventions would come in handy. Miyuki is a colleague of hers that invented the A.G.W.S. Miyuki is also one of my favorite characters in this series. She is very cool. I like her a lot.
Does it... Maybe you don't know the answer to this, but does it stand for Miyuki's weapon system?
Movement weapon system?
Miyuki's weapon system, but movement weapon system might work too.
It could. Given how Miyuki is, it could very easily stand for Miyuki's weapon system. I could see it. I would love it. All right. Segment address number 10. So, you may be wondering, what the hell is segment address number 10? There's a surprising amount of explanation on why the hell this is called a segment address. The long and short of it is, we need a special key to get into this door, so we're going to have to come back here and go into this door. But Dan, you say, how the hell are we going to get back into this temporary construction and go into this random door? Don't worry, there's a way.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Especially because I know stuff that happens after this.
Yep.
So I'm really curious, like, how are you going to pull this off?
It's a very good question. All right, we made it into this room.
All right.
Blast it. Give me this.
The door was in the way.
Stupid door. Mission key. I can unlock the door.
I can unlock the door.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Let's check everything. There's so much useful stuff in this room. Oh my... Uh-oh. Hello.
The lock has been removed.
All right. Let me out. Excuse me, sir.
Nope. That's a whole lot of nope sauce right there.
That was good. Ouch. And ouch. We've already been told that.
Yeah, right. Is your goal to get to level 3 here?
Not necessarily, but could.
Okay, well, just that's recommended.
Sorry, what?
That's the recommendation.
Okay.
Just to get to level 3.
Let's do it. Ow.
Which you might be right on the cusp of anyway.
Yeah.
High critical.
And blast him.
Is it saying high critical because the little wheel event has activated or something?
No, that was on blank. I think it just means that you're getting a critical there. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're really close. We'll get level 3 here pretty soon. At least that's how I was reading it. I could have been reading the gauge wrong there.
There's another enemy down there too that you have to go past.
Oh yeah, we already been out here.
Yep. Oh, boom. To the right. And then... Oh, look, there's that guy again.
Hey, man.
Target locked on. Commencing combat.
Must only use long-distance fire.
Yeah, it keeps tutorializing that.
It will continue to. Okay, so that's that shock bolt E over L. So I wonder if it means energy / lightning.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it does.
I really want to know what that says.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Might be nothing. Still want to know.
Who knows?
The answer literally could be, it says nothing, Austin, leave it be. All right. Yeah, if you go to the right, I think there's like some stairs or something you can... There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another Emony.
I'm gonna fight this anemone.
Okay.
Anemone?
Here we go.
Ooh,
There's
boy.
3 of them.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and top off here. Because that could go very bad for poor Shion and her 41 HP right now.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Prepare that.
Ow. Yeah. Prepare ship.
Oh boy. Let's see here.
Oh man, that's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
We can't stop. We have to slow down first.
Alright.
If for some reason y'all don't know, Spaceballs is what we're referring to.
Curses.
And you can't go wrong with the Mel Brooks film, really. The Spaceballs is a great parody of classic sci-fi films that...
Star Wars in particular.
Yeah, especially Star Wars, but I think there's a Planet of the Apes reference in there. There's Dune references, I think. So definitely a handful of well-known stories being used. Dark Helmet.
Oh, Dark Helmet.
Only one Mary. Man dare give me the raspberry.
Lone Star.
Lone Star.
All right, good.
Jam is literally creeping down a screen on his radar.
This is such a good movie. Oh my god, there's so many great moments. I like when they're watching the movie they're in.
Yeah.
That's one
and
of
they're
my
having a
favorite
conversation
scenes.
about how it's happening right now. When? Just now. We just missed it.
When? Just now.
When?
Oh.
When will then become now?
Soon.
In just a minute. Yeah.
There.
There's a lot of real clever humor in that movie.
So as you can tell, if you're watching me struggling a bit here, the Gnosis are a good bit more powerful as enemies. Let's use lightning blast and see.
Seem to have higher HP as well as higher defenses.
Yeah, that didn't do much to him. Oh, I got him though.
They also hit a lot harder.
They sure do.
But that's why Gnosis, or Kos-mos, exists. An anti-Gnosis machine.
Yes, indeed.
Have been exterminated.
Which means they've dealt with Gnosis for a while. Or at least enough for them to go, you know what, we need a more effective way of fighting these things.
They are quite aware of the threat of the Gnosis and have been dealing with them for a while. That's absolutely right. All right.
All right, level 3.
We've reached level 3. Yep. And I believe
it's boss fight time.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and handle that. And then I think
need to top off or anything.
I think we'll be at time for the episode. I was thinking about it. I can't really use any. I could use an ether pack. I've picked up a few of them for Shion, so let's go ahead and top her off here, and then I'll use a couple of medicas. We don't really need to be perfect here, but topping off is probably a good idea.
I was thinking mostly for Kos-mos because she was like a half health-ish.
Yeah.
So,
well, we might as well top her off too. That's fine. We won't really need EP for Shion in this fight.
Is there a reason you're choosing Medica over like a med kit?
My habit of not using a lot of consumables is the reason.
Okay.
There will be usage of medkits though. Like it is very useful to be able to. What am I doing? It is very useful to be able to use those for that purpose. I'm tempted to just evolve. Let's see. What are our choices here? Oh yeah, analyze. There's goodbye, which lets you escape. Analyze is nice. Let's see what I'm gonna hold off on this, but I do want to see. Oh yeah, we need a lot more to evolve hers. All right, we're good.
Yeah, need 100.
Oh boy.
Could pick up scan.
Get scan.
So do you share a collective of points?
No.
Okay, so each individual character has their own like E points, tech points, skill points.
Correct. Yeah, I just haven't spent any, so they have the same totals right now. But
yeah, I just wanted to double check because that's how I thought it was being represented, but then I started questioning myself.
Exactly. You are right. All right, we'll pop in here and let's go ahead and handle our boss.
Boss fight. He's in the red box.
I figured.
Alan was made sure to let us know that items are not the only thing in boxes.
Here we go.
Thanks, Alan. You're a buddy.
Wait, don't take my box away. That's where the enemy is.
Emily.
Well, he's got some dancing going on.
What's going on?
That was interesting.
A brand new network is being created within the Kos-mos mainframe. We've never had a reaction like this before. This is incredible. I've never seen a net grow so fast. Look at it, sir. Portions of the Encephalon map are evolving. What the?
That sounds like someone found a way to get into her brain and add something.
It does sound like that, doesn't it?
Alan, I'm going to engage the target. Make sure you capture all the data.
What? You cannot engage right now. You're tapped into Kos-mos perception. It's too unstable.
Don't worry. We can pull it off.
What do you mean, don't worry? Chief?
Poor guy.
Alan worries all the time.
Disabling auto safety. Destroy all targets.
And he starts off strong by boosting. Alright, we're gonna pop Shion into her AX unit. We'll just put it right here.
That's probably wise.
Ah yes, revenge combo. Fortunately, it missed. So when he's in guard stance, he counters. I forgot about that.
Oh, nice.
Stop hitting me. Alright, so let's go ahead and up her attack.
La Serutou Ettal.
Alright.
Powered up. And swords. I like swords.
Okay, so we probably actually, wow, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah.
We probably covered what mode A7 does.
Yes.
Already. But I've forgotten already.
Mode.
So what kind of buff is it doing?
Oh, it raises Kos-mos's attack power.
Okay.
That's all it does. It's like a physical attack boost.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. Does it have... Yeah, it has 3 HP, so that's cool.
How can you see that? Is that what was showing on the icon?
I did the math, but yeah, it was showing on the right side there.
Okay.
It has 400 HP, or 420 HP.
Right.
And victory. Got a good bit of tech points here.
Do you normally get the enemy HP on that screen?
For bosses, I think, I don't remember how often that shows up, but it does for this one.
Huh.
And I believe Shion has an accessory equipped that allows you to see that, so.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm sure Analyze will help with that too.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Shift target to real mode. We'll test the Hilbert Effect.
What? Chief, you're supposed to follow the program.
Kos-mos, activate Hilbert.
Roger. Activating Hilbert Effect.
The Hilbert Effect.
I knew this would happen! Status!
This is bad. Something's wrong in the Encephalon. The whole thing could collapse at any moment.
What? What about the Chief? Chief, you're in danger! Get out of there now!
Hold on, just a little longer.
Chief!
Nerve impulses in the limbic system. We've got kindling.
That's enough! Shut it down! Pull her out of there now!
Roger. Entering shutdown command. It's been rejected. The Chief's overriding us. We can't control it from here.
What? 10 seconds to Encephalon collapse. Sir!
Damn it!
Oh, hello.
Baby Shion?
Not exactly.
No. Not really, yeah. Different eye color.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
She look like anyone else you know?
Chief!
The mother. Ellie?
Chief?
Does look similar.
Hmm. A little bit.
Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks. Did I push my luck a little too far this time? Alan?
You can't keep doing this, Chief. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Sorry about that, but I bet the data's really good. Besides...
Hello.
Huh? Was there something else?
Oh, it's nothing. Well, we better get started on that data.
Don't say it's nothing.
Today's our deadline. so I'm sure they'll be asking for it soon.
Attention, please. We are scheduled to gate out in approximately 3 minutes. All hands, please return to your designated areas immediately. Once again, attention, please. We are scheduled to gate out.
We're on a giant ship, but you got 3 minutes to get across it.
Yep.
That's really interesting.
Yeah?
So, have they been traveling through like an alternate dimension?
That's what it looks like, right?
All this time?
They're gating through
Yeah.
and out.
Like, are they flying through fluidic space or something?
They are flying through basically a method of FTL travel.
Yeah, where it's like folding the space, I guess, versus...
More like tunneling.
Hmm.
And this is the ship we're on right here.
Right. Hmm.
Indeed.
All ships, gate out complete.
Shifting main engine to stealth mode. Maintaining current speed until sector withdrawal.
Bridge is very similar.
Exit from current space set at absolute time 1300 on the 22nd. 7 hours, 16 minutes, and 30 seconds to withdrawal.
Next UMN column in 7 hours, 36 minutes. All gate jumps from other sectors will remain offline until then.
Asteroid.
Smack.
Ow.
Oh no! Flying awful close.
Just a bit. It's an interesting ship.
So,
Yeah.
we're almost home.
Yes, sir.
What
Our
is
final
the
gate
M?
jump is at the next column. We're almost there.
Stand for?
We made it this far, we'll be fine. The odds of contact between columns is statistically low. Besides, this asteroid field we're in is perfect for hiding the fleet from them.
Huh. So Pollyanna thinks those asteroids are going to protect us.
I'm sorry, sir.
A bit testy today, aren't we, Commander? Huh?
Chill out,
Is
Ramses.
something wrong?
No, of course not.
Ever since we picked up that
I don't know
object
what the
10 days
M's
ago,
for.
everyone's been a bit jumpy. And we still have a ways to go before we hit comm space. I can empathize with the commander.
Captain, can you, debrief us on the current situation?
Nope.
Our original orders from the Galaxy Federation were to investigate the vanished planet and assist the researchers. But ever since we picked up that object, it feels like everything's changed. What exactly is that thing anyway?
Who knows? I haven't heard a thing from the research team. But, as I mentioned before, apparently they're after the object too. That's unofficial info, of course.
What about the rumor regarding the casualties during the retrieval process?
Even if it were true, that's none of our business. The research team has their own orders to deal with. The only explicit instructions we've received state that should any salvageable objects exist in the area, their retrieval takes top priority.
Top priority? What does that mean?
What it means is, over our very lives.
Now, no need to scare them. Those orders merely reflect the importance of this operation to the Galaxy Federation government, that's all. Just stay sharp and be careful.
That makes sense,
Ah, yes,
sir.
the Guvka.
The entire fleet was renovated for this mission. Besides, if there's an emergency, we've got the trump card to fall back on.
Ah, yes. Speaking of which, what's the latest on that situation?
They're scheduled to turn in the A7 reports today.
A7, eh? Only one step away from fully operational. About time, I suppose. Lieutenant, please ask Chief Uzuki to come to the bridge once her data's ready. Ask her to bring all the previous data as well.
Yes, sir.
What trump card? Was he referring to that battle android?
That's right. You didn't know?
Wow, so it's true.
Hey, I heard that project's really behind schedule.
You can't blame them. There were casualties during their last boot-up test 2 years ago. They're being more careful this time.
It's hard to believe they're making an android in this day and age. Only place I've ever seen them is in old space novels.
Well, trump card or not, it's still an experiment.
Sorry, you live in
And it ain't
space.
like one android's gonna make that much of a
Right.
difference. The whole project's just a chance for those Vector guys to show off. Someone's outdated hobby, that's all.
I heard that even their commercial models differ greatly between those that have seen action and those that haven't.
They say ignorance is bliss. Looks like they were right.
Commander?
I'm just envious, that's all.
Think about my terrible secret past.
As a Ken doll. War and its effect on Kens.
Indeed.
Sure. I'll be there in 30 minutes.
We have to report in.
Mm-hmm.
They certainly didn't waste any time.
See? I'm usually right about these things.
Chief Uzuki, here's the data you requested. Will that be all?
Thanks.
Living in the future, still using floppy
This
disks.
should be good enough.
Uh-huh.
I'll take care of the rest.
CD.
A CD.
Chief, do you have a second?
Yes?
The military is expecting actual field data for Kos-mos. Is it right for us to keep giving them simulated data like this?
Well, I must admit, you got me there. But honestly, if it were up to me, I'd keep her here, safe in her dream world forever.
But why are you so afraid to put her to real work when you push her so hard in the simulations? I can't wait to see Kos-mos up and completely functional. Couldn't you at least try taking her up to Phase 3? That should be no problem for her by now.
Phase 3 in a simulated battle config? Come on. We're not about to wake our little princess for that. Here's a summary of Kos-mos main equipment from the 2nd Division. This should help you with the guys upstairs.
Thanks. I'm sure it will.
Don't forget your other CD.
More CDs.
By the way, Chief, what did you think of A.G.W.S and the A.G.W.S?
Ah!
It's just dummy data created inside the Encephalon, but it was pretty exciting stuff, wasn't it? If neither had problems during this test, all that remains are the functionality tests using actual models. It worked pretty well. The A.G.W.S in particular felt right to me. I sensed something contrived in that, though. Well, I hear Miyuki is closely involved with the A.G.W.S. I'm sure she's up to something again. Oh, by the way, could you send the connection gear data to the headquarters for me? You know the vaporizer plugin that we use to destroy the obstacles? I wonder if they're also going to manufacture it based on our test data. I swear, they pile everything they can on us under the pretext of testing Kos-mos. Well, it's inevitable, considering they have a lot of other concerns, like the budget.
You're a budget.
Face. Uh-oh, a summons to the bridge is never a good sign. You better hurry or you'll never hear the end of it if the report is late.
Alright. Well, that gets us, I think, to probably the end of this video. I don't think there's a memory cube in here, but I think we'll be fine. Let's see. And if I remember right, I'm just going to take a look at this. Yeah, so she didn't have any weapon equipped in the real world. So that was all data in the Encephalon. That said, don't worry, our hero will get equipment that she can use. One final note here. We do have the UMN right here, the Onus Mundus Network, and if you recall, they mentioned that they were using the UMN on the bridge when talking about gating out and getting to the next gate. So, the UMN is a term that is going to expand as we go, but essentially it's used for FTL travel, and the Onus Mundus Network is also used for the transmission of data. It's sort of like the internet.
Okay.
So that's all we really need to know about that.
SpaceNet.
Yeah, pretty much space internet is what that is. So that's all we really need to know about that currently. But yeah, I think this is a good spot to call it. There are quite a few things we're going to be covering in our next episode here. But thanks for joining us for episode 1 of Xenosaga, episode 1. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha. That's right. And yeah, thank you for joining us. If you've been enjoying what you've been watching, then please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Really helps us out. And if you want to see our other series, or if you want to kind of get some background catch up to the Xenosaga, there is our Xenogears playthrough. And while they're not technically in the same universe, I believe,
correct,
there is a lot of concepts that are kind of created and built foundationally in Xenogears that will be explored in some form or another here in Xenosaga. Not required, but I think it will help give you some extra depth to some of the understanding.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, check out our other stuff too. You know, our tea times, our co-op, all that other stuff going on. I think you'll have a good time. And more than anything else, thank you so much for letting us be part of your day. We do hope it is a wonderful one. And we'll catch you all in the next video.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye now.
Diddly diddly do 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 do. Thanks for watching.